Did Mufasa trick Scar to become the Lion King? We have been anticipating for some time now new images from the new movie of the Lion King saga. For many, this is something they have been waiting for since the first trailer was revealed a few months ago, as they were obviously left wanting to know more details about this movie. That's exactly what happened recently, as we have the privilege of having a final trailer of this prequel that is about to be released. We had previously explained that this prequel will be a story told by Rafiki to a lion cub, which we assume to be the son of Simba and Nala, based on the continuity of what we saw in the Lion King movie. Obviously, Rafiki will be telling him the story of his grandfather Mufasa, how he went from being an orphaned cub to becoming the Lion King, as we met him in the first installment. But does this story show us that Mufasa is not the hero we all know him to be? Did Mufasa betray his brother Scar to come to power? In this video, we will be clarifying all these doubts while analyzing the final trailer of Mufasa the Lion King. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Before starting this video, I invite you to participate in the new giveaway we will be having in this channel, where we will be giving away the first volume of Scarlet Witch by Steve Orlando, a story that will mark the future of the Marvel Universe. To participate, all you have to do is comment which is your favorite moment of the Marvel Universe. The winner will be announced on November 30th. The final trailer begins in a very similar way to the official trailer we had already seen. Rafiki begins by telling who we assume is Simba's son, that it is time to tell him a story of the prince we would later meet as Scar, and an orphan named Mufasa. Rafiki goes on to say that they are two brothers who set out on a perilous journey to find a new home and a new family. This is where we find the first detail that captures a lot of our attention. Why exactly is it that they had to embark on this perilous journey to find a new home? What happened to Scar's home? We had previously seen how Taka, who in the course of time changed his name to Scar, helped Mufasa, who was in danger. Not only this, but we saw how little Scar was trying to convince his mother to take the orphaned cub, Mufasa, with them. His mother tells him that there are rules and that the king would never accept a stray. Mufasa replies that he is not a stray and that he is just lost. We know that later when they introduce Mufasa to the king, who is Scar's father, he mentions that they don't associate with outsiders, and that Taka is the future king. Therefore, they must protect the lineage. Taka argues to his father that he saved his life. So we understand here that the king never wanted to accept Mufasa, but it is thanks to Scar that Mufasa had a family again. So if Mufasa was accepted and grew up as Scar's brother, what reason would he have to embark on a dangerous journey to find a new home? We can say that despite being accepted, Mufasa did not feel quite at home and wanted to find his place in the circle of life. On the other hand, when we talk about Taka, he already had his place. He was the prince, heir to the throne and the future king of the pride. But it was not only because of this that they set out on their journey, but in the first trailer, we saw how a pride of what appear to be albino lions were surrounding what appears to be Scar's former pride. It could be said that Scar's mother knew of the danger this pride posed, and it just happened to coincide with Mufasa wanting to find his place in the circle of life. Knowing the danger this herd presented, Scar's mother was preparing them for the worst, foreshadowing that Scar and Mufasa would be the only ones to survive from their herd, and that is why she told Mufasa, "You and Taka together, that's your home."
You and Taka together, that is home.
Letting him know that even though the herd is gone, as long as they are together, that will continue to be their home. Up to this point, we understand why they had to undertake a dangerous journey to find a new home. In the course of that journey, we can see how they meet other people who are familiar to us, such as Sarabi, who eventually ends up being Mufasa's mate and of course Simba's mother. Sarabi is confronted by Mufasa as she was following them. When asked, "Why are you following us?" she replies that she was hoping to find their herd. Once everyone is introduced, Mufasa tells Sarabi that Taka will be starting a new kingdom and suggests that she join them. It seems that Sarabi at first denies him the offer, as we see Scar tell him that she has no one. It is here that we see Zazu come out from hiding and says that Sarabi does have someone. Sarabi introduces him as her guide and asks the brothers not to eat him. We also see how they eventually meet Rafiki, who will serve as their guide to get to their new home, as Mufasa forbids Taka to eat him, which doesn't please the prince very much. But not all is good in this journey, because we see how the pack of albino lions will eventually confront our protagonists. As their leader says, he will rule without mercy. Apparently, the leader of this pack wants to be king of the grasslands, and to secure his position, he must finish off anyone he can take on and defeat him, just as Scar wanted in The Lion King, since he knows that if his nephew Simba was left alive, he would be the one to defeat him. So if Mufasa had made it clear that Taka would be the one to take his place in the kingdom, why is the story we know different? Could it be that Mufasa betrayed his brother to take power? In The Lion King and its prequel Mufasa, we are given to understand that the title of king is based on hereditary succession. The king's first male child is usually next in line to be king. But there is a problem, and that is that this was what was supposed to happen with Taka, since he was the rightful heir. This doesn't happen since we know they have to start a new pack, start a new family, and the rule of succession is one that may have been ignored. But why was this the case? It may be for several reasons. The first is that Mufasa may have discovered that he was also a prince in his original pride, thus creating a dilemma of which prince becomes king. And that choice was made by some sort of combat between the brothers, leaving Mufasa as the new king of the grasslands, and Taka to become the character we know today. The other thing that may happen is that despite Taka being next in line to be king, the rest of the herd decided to choose Mufasa, as he has initiative in leading, and they see him as a better leader than Taka himself. Finally, this decision may have been affected by who could bring a quicker successor. And with Mufasa conquering Sarabi, it was inevitable that he was the best choice to continue the tradition. Of course, to know all this, we must wait until December 19th for the official release of the movie Mufasa the Lion King, which will clear up all these doubts. But tell me what you think about all this. Do you think Mufasa betrayed Scar to become the new king? What do you think has affected the decision of Mufasa being king, and Scar having to settle for just being part of the pack? And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on the Oasis Geek.